Alma Victoria Rattenbury, you were charged with the murder of Francis Mawson Rattenbury on March the 28th, 1935. Are you guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Edith Amelia Davenport, take the book in your right hand and read what is on this card.
I do solemnly swear by Almighty God that I will well and truly try the issues joined between our sovereign lord the King and the prisoner at the bar, and will give a true verdict according to the evidence.
A jury summons? My dear, how too frightful. Let's see. Present yourself, jury service. 15 days. And fail not at your peril, indeed.
Yes, rather scaring, that. Peril of what, do you think? Hard labour or the stocks, or just a ducking?
Bobbing great fine, I should think. Might almost be worth paying it. I'll get Henry to cough up the necessary, if you like.
Certainly not. I'm quite looking forward to it, as it happens.
What, a whole fortnight?
Well, I've got the time these days. And who knows, I might do a bit of good for some old soul who snitched a pair of silk stockings from Barker.
It's more likely to be indecent exposure.
Well, they wouldn't have women on those juries, would they?
My dear, they have women on everything these days.
Well, if it is that, I'll just have to face it like a man, I suppose. But I'm not going on that date. I'm not going to mess up Tony's Christmas halls. I'll ask for a postponement to May. That should be safe.
Is he enjoying himself in Cannes?
Tony? He says so in his postcards. But I expect they're written under John's supervision. Thank heavens it's the last time.
You're still determined on the divorce?
Yes, quite.
Well, you know what I think.
A separation doesn't give me custody.
You won't get complete custody.
Oh, yes, I will. John won't defend it. He's too scared of his undersecretary. It'll all be fixed out of court. If he does defend it, I'll win.
There was only that one woman, wasn't there?
Oh, no. In the 5 years before we separated, I found out there were at least 2 others. And now there's this dreadful woman.
Still, 4 in 5 years. It doesn't really make him Bluebeard, you know. In fact, for most husbands with unwilling wives, I'd say it was about par for the course.
You're trying to make it my fault again.
Well, he was only about 40, wasn't he, when you started having headaches? That is a bit young, darling, for the husband to find himself in the spare room.
I couldn't go on, Stella, I told you. I never did care much for that side of things, as you know. And as he got older, he got more and more demanding.
That's one thing I could never say about Henry.
He used to say that my reluctance made him want it more. Now, you can't say that's normal, Stella.
I suppose not. I just wonder if it would work with Henry. How does Tony feel about it all? He always seemed quite fond of his father.
Well, he was. Of course, now I've told him the truth. Not all of it, of course, just enough. He's beginning to see things my way. Unless he's been led astray these last 2 weeks. I wouldn't put anything past that man. I really hate him.
There should be a car waiting to pick me up. The name's Davenport. Would you put that case down there? Come back for the other.
Very good, sir.
Well, Tony, I'm afraid this is goodbye.
Dad, I will be seeing you again, won't I?
I'm afraid that depends on your mother.
I see. Can I ask one thing?
Yes?
Mum always talks to me, well, sometimes talks to me, about that woman, etc., etc.
Yes?
Well, there isn't any of that woman, is there? I mean, I've been with you 2 weeks and I'm not half-witted.
No, you're not.
You still love Mum, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Dad, is there any of that woman?
Found your car, sir. Do you want the other case in the boot?
No, my son's travelling by the bus, so...
Yes, sir. I'll get him a place.
Could you get him a seat next to the driver?
Certainly, sir.
Thank you.
Well, goodbye, Tony.
Thank you for a marvellous time.
A bit dull, I'm afraid.
Not Cam, it was smashing.
You didn't like Paris?
Well, now don't think me ungrateful, Dad, but... Well, you did promise to take me to a... Oh, you know, that House of All Nations.
Tony, I did remember. It's just that, well, you have to take a passport, you see.
A passport to a brothel?
They're very strict about underage.
Oh, Dad. Even in France? I'll have to try Turkey or somewhere.
Why Turkey? Why not here? Jermyn Street?
I thought of that. And I'm a bit, well...
I'm not serious, at least not yet. I should give it another year or two, old chap, I think, don't you?
But, Dad, I'm 17.
Yes, but that's still a bit young, don't you think? My first wasn't until I was 20. But still, when you do go, for God's sake, take precautions, won't you?
What?
Got your place, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Well...
Dad, what should I tell Mum about that woman?
Tell her you never met her, but that I was always talking to her on the telephone. It's a question of her pride. Off you go now, Tony.
Yes? What is it?
I've come about the advert.
You're too old.
It says 14 to 18.
I know what it says. I wrote it myself. You're too old.
I'm 17.
You're still not what we're wanting. Sorry.
Who is it, Irene?
A boy about the advert. He's wrong.
What?
He's too old.
I'm not. I'm only 17.
But he looks much older.
I'll come down.
I'm sending him away.
Keep him.
You better come in. You're not the type at all.
I'll just slip into something. I won't be a mo. Tell him to go into the lounge, Irene, and make himself comfortable.
You heard her. You know.
You the maid?
Companion.
You don't like me, do you?
I've got nothing against you. You're just not the type, that's all.
That'll be for her to say, won't it?
Yes, it will.
Sorry.
That's quite all right. I don't mind anyone reading my music.
Oh, I don't read music. Did you say your music?
Look at the front.
That's a picture of you.
Taken a long time ago, I'm afraid. It's 12 years old, that photograph.
Dark-haired Marie. Is that you, Miss Lausanne?
Oh, no, that's just my pen name. It's just the name I put on my songs. My real name's Alma. What's yours?
Wood.
A Christian name?
Purse. Well, Percy, really. But my dad calls me Purse. So, Purse.
What's your dad do for a living?
He's a builder. Laid off. I work for him when he's got work, but there's not much about these days.
Oh, I know, it's terrible, this slump. I can't sell a song these days for love nor money. Let me take your cap.
Thank you, miss.
By the way, it's Mrs. Mrs. 3 times over, as it happens.
God, divorce.
Yes, once. The other one died. Now 7 years gone with old rats. Mr. Rattenbury, my present one. I'm giving things away, aren't I? I started very young. I've a boy of 13, almost as old as you. Yes, well, I suppose it's working on all those building sites that's made you so developed.
I bike a lot, too.
Yes, that does do wonders for the physique. You're quite what I would call full-grown.
Your Irene thought I was too full-grown.
Yes, well, we concocted that advertisement together, and what she had in mind was rather a smaller kind of boy. You'd be under her, really, not me. Well, I'd better tell you what the wages are. It's one of the reasons we wanted a little boy. I'm afraid my husband will only go to £1 a week.
Living in?
No, I'm afraid not. We haven't room, really. There's only one other room besides Irene's, and my 2 boys. I've another little one, only 6. Well, they're in there during school holidays, that is. Of course, if you'd been a little boy like I meant in the advert, you could have slept in there with them. I mean, if you'd been a really little boy. But being as you are, and me and Irene slipping about upstairs with next to nothing on, well, it would be rather awkward, wouldn't it? No, I'm afraid living in's quite out of the question.
I was only asking. Where does old Rat sleep?
Oh, you mustn't call him that. You must call him Mr. Rattenbury, like Irene.
Yeah? Where does he sleep?
Inquisitive, aren't you? That's quite all right. I like an inquiring nature. Mr. Rattenbury sleeps through there.
He can't do the stairs anymore.
I see.
Well, is it a go or isn't it?
OK.
Well, I'm glad that's settled. Why don't we have a little drinky on it?
I'm afraid I don't drink.
I expect that's just what you tell all your employers. Gin and it?
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Fancy anyone not knowing what a gin and it is. Why don't you just try a sip, just to seal our little arrangement?
If you insist.
Oh, I don't insist. I never insist. But just this once. Has to be a first time for everything, doesn't there?
Yeah.
A little of what you fancy is my motto, and a very good one too. This is a lovely world we're in, and we're put into it to enjoy it. Don't you agree?
I might. I don't think my dad would. He's religious.
Well, our dear Lord didn't say we mustn't have fun, did he? He turned water into wine, not wine into water. Just you tell that to your dad next time he gets narky. And he said we must love each other. And I think we should. Well, Perce. No, I can't call you Perce or Percy. Have you got a middle name?
George.
That's nice. I'm going to call you that. George.
Mrs. Rattenbury.
Alma. Not just now. Always.
Alma.
George.
Ugh.
I'm not letting you have any more. Not having anyone say I'm leading you astray. Oh, it's like water to me. Do you know what Alma means in Latin? A professor told me once. It means life-giving, bountiful. In olden times they used it about goddesses like Venus. Well, I'm not Venus, God knows. But apparently it also means kind and comforting. And that I am, George. Though I say so, who shouldn't? Here's rats. I better warn you, you'll have to shout. Had a nice walk in?
There was an east wind. You should have told me.
Poor thing. Did you get chilled?
Blasted to buggery. Get me a whiskey, would you?
Bit early for your whiskey, isn't it?
It's a bit early for your gin.
I only meant you don't usually have whiskey in the mornings.
I don't usually get blasted to buggery in the morning. Shares are down again.
Oh, dear. You're probably wondering who the stranger is.
No, I wasn't. But who is he?
His name is George Wood, and he's the new help.
Irene said a boy.
Well, he is a boy. He's only 17.
Has he any references?
No, sir. I've never done this kind of work before.
What?
That's quite all right, dear. We had a nice long interview. I'll vouch for him.
Does he drive?
Yes, sir. I've got a licence.
Well, isn't that marvellous? Isn't that handy, dear? We got ourselves a chauffeur.
No uniform.
No, of course not. Let it go now. I'm just showing the new help to the front door. I'll be back in a jiffy. Well, that's settled, thank goodness. It's lovely about your driving. Go and buy yourself a cab. Here's 15 shillings. Would that be enough?
Should be.
Mummy, there's a smashing bike outside with low handlebars. Oh, is it yours, sir?
Yeah, a rally.
I was going to ask if I could ride it.
Afraid I'm just leaving.
Oh, but he's coming back tomorrow. And every day afterwards. He's going to be one of the family.
Oh, good.
I'm sure if you ask him very nicely, he'll let you ride it.
You bet.
Oh, thanks awfully, sir. Mummy, when's lunch?
It's quite soon, darling.
Irene!
Sweet, isn't he? I really am very blessed with my children.
He called me sir.
What? Oh, they teach him that at his school. Don't worry, he'll soon be calling you George.
I'd rather he went and called me sir.
I'll see that he does then. Well, goodbye then. I'll see you tomorrow.
What time?
What time, Irene?
7. Not a second later.
Can you manage 7?
Easy. I'll be seeing you.
You'll have my notice at the end of the week.
Yes, darling, I'm sure I will.
I'm serious.
You always are. He can drive, Irene, which is more than any of your little teenies could have done.
Yes. There's something else he can do my little teenies couldn't.
Irene!
Anyway, you owe me 4 weeks' wages.
£6? Oh, dear. And there's Christopher's new cricket bat. And Rats is in a bad mood. Still, he's got a large whiskey in him. Think of something for me.
Oh, I don't know.
Pray for me.
Yes.
Well, Rats, darling, let me get you another little drinky. There's time for one before lunch. I've been showing George the car.
Who's George?
Our new chauffeur, darling. He says it's in spanking condition except just for one little thing. It needs a new carburettor. Says if we don't get one, the car might seize up altogether, and that would mean a new car, darling.
Well, we'll have to walk then, won't we?
Oh, you are a scream.
Oh, it's too strong.
Now, after lunch, we're going to get your checkbook out and write out a little check.
I won't sign it.
Oh, yes, you will, my dear. You're far too kind and loving a husband not to. Oh, I do love my darling Rats.
Mum, listen to this. Did you know that Mrs. Rattenbury and Wood battered old Rattenbury on the head so hard that they completely smashed his skull?
What? Oh, you're reading about that awful murder. A few years ago, a case like that wouldn't even be mentioned in the Times. Be a darling.
That's what makes it so funny. Happening in Bournemouth.
I don't see that that's funny.
On Aunt Stella's doorstep, and ours, when we get that house. I wonder what their defence will be. Wood's statement says he was doped on cocaine, and the police say that Mrs. Rattenbury was as drunk as a fly.
Tony, I don't want you to talk about it. And you shouldn't be reading it. Haven't you your homework to do?
Finished. Mum, can I ask a question?
Of course.
If you'd found out, before you'd started the divorce, that there wasn't another woman at all with Dad, would it have made any difference?
But there is another woman.
No, there isn't. I'm sure there isn't. And I honestly think he'd come back if you asked him.
On his terms.
Well, I don't know what they are.
I can't explain it to you, darling. You're far too young to understand.
That isn't true. Please believe me, I understand much more than you know.
Is Randolph coming here or are you going to him?
He's coming here.
Is 10 shillings enough?
It's plenty.
And for the cinema, too?
Well, it's only the Kensington.
What's the film?
I don't remember the title. It's got Irene Dunn.
Oh, that should be very nice. You haven't told me yet how you like my new dress.
Oh, it's spiffing. Mama, who are you out to impress?
Stella's coming to take me to have dinner with General and Lady Whitworth.
Oh, yes. And they're important because of the new house or something.
He's chairman of the Bournemouth Country Club, which owns the whole estate. He's a terrible old snob, according to Stella, so I expect it'll be an excruciating evening.
Is it worth it?
Oh, yes, darling, it's a lovely little house. Quite perfect for just the two of us. So I'll have to be a good girl and say all the right things. They're determined only to let in a certain class of person.
Not Mrs. Rattenbury.
Oh.
Oops, sorry. You don't have to worry, Mum. I'm sure you'll manage your grapefruit perfectly.
Just stay and say hello, and then leave us alone for a moment, will you? Hello, Stella. Did you come by car?
No, I sent the rolls on ahead and had Phillips pick me up off the train. It wasn't the Bell, of course, but it had a perfectly good pullman. Hello, Tony.
Hello, Aunt Stella.
Oh, you get handsomer every time I see you. Any girls in his life yet?
Oh, yes. Happily, they all live in Hollywood.
Wouldn't nearer be better?
He's too young for girls.
Darling, I wasn't being serious. My dear, what about this murder case?
Did you ever meet her, Aunt Stella?
Mrs. Rattenbury? Oh, no. But the awful thing is, I suppose one could have. Your Uncle Henry, of course, is going around boasting that he did meet her at a cocktail party somewhere, and she sang one of her songs. But you know what a liar he is. By next week, he'll have had an affair with her.
Which wouldn't have been too difficult, I gather.
Difficult for Henry, even with Mrs. Rattenbury. I said to him, you'd better be careful, dear. You don't know what the gardener's boy and I get up to while you're up at the stock exchange. We might swing a mallet on you any time.
Do you think that they both swung together, or took it in turns?
Oh, they both swung together, of course. like two Etonians. And we'll both swing together and swear by the best of one, not schools. Pools would do. I gather from the commissioner there was a pool of blood all over the floor, inches deep. And she was dancing the black bottom in it.
No, really?
Stark naked, my dear. And trying to kiss all of the policemen. And shouting out, I did it! I popped him all!
Will you please stop?
Mum's very shocked by it all.
Well, of course she is. Of course we all are. But with a thing as appalling as this, and in the heart of Bournemouth, too, the only thing one can do is make a joke of it. If one starts trying to think of it seriously, one would go mad. I mean, it being with a servant. To me, that's the real horror.
Tony, go to your room.
Yes, Mum. Goodbye, Aunt Stella.
To me, the real horror is the boy's age. Exactly the same age as Tony.
When he met her, perhaps. Now he's a year older. 18. Old enough to hang.
Oh, God. The law's unjust. It's the woman who should hang.
Oh, she will. No doubt of that, thank heavens. But after all, the boy did kill his employer. He really shouldn't get away with that.
I don't know. I only know she ought to be lynched.
Well, she might be. You should hear what they're saying about her in Bournemouth.
I suppose I'm being silly, but whenever I think about that horrible case, I think about Tony.
Yes, I'm afraid you are being rather silly, darling. I doubt if Tony is going to commit murder for a middle-aged nympho-dipso songwriter. There can't be many in Bournemouth.
There was a married woman in Dieppe last Christmas, well over 30, who had an eye on him. French, too.
Was Tony interested?
I didn't give him a chance to be. I changed hotels.
Yes, you would. There are worse ways for a boy to start than with a married woman who knows how to take all the right precautions, coupled with a bit of French élan.
Just a moment. Hello, Randolph.
Hello, Mrs. Davenport.
Tony's in his bedroom. You know where that is.
Yes, thank you.
That's Tony's best pal at Westminster. Randolph Brown, a bishop's son.
Well, shall we go?
There's something I want to ask you. Should I mention tonight about John and...
Well, don't mention the word divorce tonight. Leave it to me. When's the decree absolute?
Not for another couple of months.
Well, I hope it's not in the Bournemouth Echo.
Stella, after all, I am the innocent party.
My dear, in Bournemouth, nobody in a divorce is ever the innocent party.
Oh. Let them see me as a glamorous divorcee, then.
Frankly, darling, I don't think that's very likely either.
It's all clear, Tony.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Have you got to the orgy in the Royal Palace Hotel?
I wonder how many times they did it together.
From the time he went to live in the house, which was... Oh, it's here somewhere. Yes. Congress first took place a month after he was employed.
Congress?
Legal for it.
What about the Congress of Anglican Bishops? Assuming twice a night?
Why twice a night? He wasn't in training for anything.
What do you mean, you could have made it more?
Double. Easily.
Bollocks. Here it is. At twice a night until the murder is 314 times.
You know, when they open that trap door, he'll probably float upwards and not drop downwards.
I'm not being funny, Brown. I really do almost envy him.
Mind you, 314 times. Well, that's nothing in a lifetime, and for him it will be a lifetime, poor sod. I hope to put up 1 million before I die.
Not a hope. You'll never get enough girls.
You only need one.
And when you're 80, it'll probably still be Jones Minor.
Oh, you're out of date.
Who is it now?
Shuttleworth?
I don't know him.
He's in the choir.
Oh, God, you are disgusting. Randy by name and Randy by nature.
That's right. Anyway, a chap's got to do something, hasn't he? Or else he'd go raving mad.
Oh, it's hell, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know. It'll do till something better comes along.
But when will that be? God, it's frustrating. To be 17 is hell. I mean 17 in English. And upper class. And living in this century is hell. I wonder what our parents think we do between 13 and 21.
Solo, I should think.
Which is such damn humbug. You should have heard my mother on this, Mrs. Rattenbury. The murder apart, my mother seems to think that she's the monster of Glamis just because she's 20 years older than Wood.
Why not? Look at her. She's damned attractive.
Not bad at all.
314 times. My God. I've a good mind. And with Mother out. How much money have you got?
Good mind to what?
Try it. Tonight.
With Mrs. Rattenbury?
No, idiot. It.
Oh. 17 and threepence.
And I've got 10 bob. What do you suppose we could get for £1.7 and threepence?
Both of us?
Well, don't you want to?
Not for 13 and 7pence halfpenny, thank you.
Well, will you lend it to me then?
Are you serious?
Yes.
I know nothing about it.
Why? What can happen to me? She can only say no. Oh, you won't come with me?
Davenport, you're speaking to the son of a bishop. When I do it, it'll be Jermyn Street and a fiver. I think I better warn you, my dear child, it's not going to be Romeo and Juliet. Or even Wood and Mrs. Rattenbury.
Be out when Mum gets back.
I'm not staying here.
I didn't say you could sit.
Oh, sorry, dear.
If the lawyers allow you to sit, that is their business. I have to obey prison regulations.
Yes, of course. What's your name, dear?
Wardress Webster.
No, I mean your Christian name.
We're not allowed to use first names.
Phyllis did. She always called me Alma.
Who is Phyllis?
The other one, the one that's gone on leave.
Oh, Mrs. Stringer? Well, she should not have.
Oh, I expect it was quite wrong. But she was an awful dear all the same. She used to tell me about her little son. Same age as my youngest. My little John. Poor little John. Oh, well, he doesn't know yet. Christopher, that's my eldest. He does, of course. But in his letters, he's quite cheerful. Of course, he doesn't quite understand. How long do you think my trial will last?
I could not say, I'm sure.
Mr. Montagu. Oh, such a dear Mr. Montagu. And so good looking, too. He says he thinks it will last 5 days. What will I be allowed to wear?
It will be your privilege to dress exactly as you please.
Could I wear pyjamas?
I would think what you are currently wearing would be more suitable.
Of course, I wasn't serious. Phyllis would have seen the joke. No, I only meant that's what they always write about. The female prisoner wearing a fetching blue ensemble. Just can't go on wearing a fetching blue ensemble 5 days running. On the 5th day, it'll stop fetching and start carrying. What made you become a wardress, dear? Did you think you were cut out for it?
We're not allowed to answer personal questions.
Aren't you? Phyllis always told me...
Mrs. Stringer may have had other ideas. I prefer to abide by the rules.
Thank you, Chief.
Yes.
Prisoner Rattenbury, on your feet!
I am on my feet.
All right, Wardress, you may leave us.
Sir!
Morning.
Good morning.
Sit down, please, Mrs. Rattenbury.
Oh, thank you.
Mrs. Rattenbury?
Players, my favourite. Mr. Montagu, you are a duck.
Is there anything else I can get you that you need?
Well, not really things that a man would know about. Kirby grips and things. Irene will see to those.
She's still coming to see you?
Oh, yes, you can't keep her away.
Mrs. Rattenbury, do you persist in saying your various statements you made to the police regarding the murder are true?
Well, I can't go back on them,
You
can
can
I?
very easily go back on them. In fact, Mrs. Rattenbury, to save your life, I'll repeat that, to save your life, you must.
Mr. O'Connor, I'd like to say the things you want me to say. I really would, but I can't.
Very well. Let me read to you some of the official statements you made to the police. Late on the night of the murder, after the body had been removed to hospital, you say to Inspector Mills, I was playing cards with my husband when he dared me to kill him as he wanted to die. I picked up a mallet. He said, you have not the guts to do it. I then hit him with the mallet. Did you say that? Mrs. Rattenbury, please pay attention.
Yes, I'm sorry. What?
Did you say that to Inspector Mills?
Yes.
Remember saying every word?
Yes.
In spite of having consumed the best part of a bottle of whiskey?
My mind was perfectly clear.
Perfectly clear. Half an hour before you signed that, you were playing the gramophone full blast, dancing about the room half-dressed and trying to kiss several of the policemen.
Oh dear, was I really? They didn't say that at the magistrate's court.
No, because it didn't suit their case. But they'll say it at the trial because it'll suit mine.
Oh, must you? Dancing about half naked and... Oh dear, how could I have...
This has come to you as a complete surprise.
Oh, yes.
Yet you remember clearly every word of a statement you made half an hour later when, according to the police, you'd had even more to drink. Mrs. Rattenbury.
My mind must have cleared.
And you'll say that in court?
I certainly will.
Right. Where did you find this mallet?
Lying about.
In the sitting room?
No, it couldn't have been, could it? It must have been the hall.
Did you know that Wood had borrowed it from his father earlier that evening?
No.
What did you do with the mallet afterwards?
I hid it.
Why? If you're going to confess, why did you hide it?
Because it looked so horrible.
More horrible than the body of your husband with his head caved in?
Don't.
I must! Where did you hide this mallet, Mrs. Rattenbury?
I can't remember, even now.
Why should Wood know where the mallet was hidden and not you?
He didn't know.
He did. On his arrest 2 days after yours, he described to the police exactly where he'd hidden it, in the garden, exactly there they found it, with his fingerprints all over it.
Well, they would have been, wouldn't they? He'd carried it all the way from his father's.
Why weren't your fingerprints on it?
I wore gloves.
Where did you find the gloves?
I have lots of pairs. I keep them upstairs.
Your story, then, is this. Your husband asks you to kill him. You agree. You go out into the hall to find a suitable implement. Find a gardener's mallet, borrowed that evening by Wood. You leave it there, go upstairs and choose a pair of gloves. You come downstairs, you pick up the mallet in your gloved hands. You hit your husband 3 times on the back of the head. Back of the head, Mrs. Rattenbury, not the front.
Stop
and
it.
Kill him. You then hide the mallet, somewhere in the garden, but you can't remember where. Presumably you put your gloves back in a drawer in your bedroom. You then ring the police, to whom you give a full confession. Mrs. Rattenbury, if I told that story in court, the jury's laughter would drown my voice.
Well, if they don't believe it, that's that.
No, it isn't quite that, Mrs. Rattenbury. If I told that story in court, do you know what the jury would believe? They would believe that it was Wood who killed your husband, with a mallet especially acquired for that purpose, that he did so with your knowledge and consent, certainly under your influence, very probably at your urging. That will make you both equally guilty of murder. Your efforts to shield Wood will have the effect of placing a noose around his neck just as surely as around your own.
You're just trying to scare me. If I say I did it alone, how can they find him guilty?
They can, and they will. Mrs. Rattenbury, would you like to tell us the truth?
I already have. I killed rats alone, and George had nothing to do with it.
Montagu, it seems there is nothing more.
Mr. O'Connor, might I?
By all means.
Mrs. Rattenbury, we've come to know each other quite well in the last few weeks, haven't we?
Oh, yes, very well.
During our talks, one of those things I found out about you is that you're a very affectionate person. I mean, for instance, you told me how much you liked that wardress.
Phyllis? Yes, she was a dear.
And Irene Riggs.
I love Irene.
Then you've told me often how fond you were of your husband.
Old rats. Yes, he was a funny old thing in his way, but I was fond of him. Very fond, really.
Mrs. Rattenbury, how can you possibly expect me to believe that you deliberately hit him with a garden mallet with such force that his blood gushed out on the carpet at the first stroke? That you shattered his skull with the second, opening up his head so that his brains were exposed? That you changed the grip on the mallet and hit him on the right side of his head, opening up a gash just over the eye from which the blood spurted half across the room and would have blinded him helplessly if he'd stayed alive? And that you coldly left him there in that chair to die suffocating in his own blood while you calmly hid the mallet in the garden and the gloves upstairs? How can you expect me to believe that you, of all people, did that to him? Above all, how can you go on loving and shielding the man who did?
Yes, that was quite good work, Montagu. Wardress!
We're going.
Yes, sir.
Please try and save your life, Mrs. Rattenbury. Believe me, I think it's worth saving.
But it's all a question of timing, you see. A breakthrough of that kind is of little moment unless you follow it up at once. And that, of course, after you, my dear fellow, you are quite unable to do.
Here. Oh, Tar. Keep it. Thanks, love. Thank you, Wardress Webster. What is it? There's nothing really. They're just trying to get me to say something and I won't, that's all.
But they usually know best.
Not in this case. In this case, I know what's best. You see, Wardress Webster.
Joan.
You see, Joan, they both seem to think just now that I didn't want to save my life. As if anyone in the world doesn't want to save their life. Me above all others. I love life. I always have. It's just the cost, you see.
Is anything the matter, Tony?
No, nothing.
Nervous? Petrified. I heard on the wireless there's an enormous crowd already. And they're getting out mounted police for tomorrow. Fears for the female prisoner's safety, or something. I suppose you're sure you'll be in court number 1?
Yes, Fred, sir.
Have you got your speech ready?
I know what I'm going to say. I can't judge this woman fairly, and no power on earth can make me.
Are you sure you wouldn't like a coffee?
All right, yes.
It's very sweet of you to have these qualms. But if I were you, I'd go in there, play noughts and crosses for 4 or 5 days, and then vote guilty with the 11 others.
Mum, I want to see Dad.
You can't, without my permission.
I want your permission.
When?
Now. Tonight.
Certainly not.
I have to see him. I have to. It's a matter of life and death.
Oh, don't be absurd.
I meant that literally, Mum. Life and death. And what's more, whether I get your permission or not, I'm going to see him. Now, if he's in. And if he's not, I will wait until he is.
What happened?
I can't tell you.
There's nothing you can't tell me. Whatever it is, Tony, you've got to tell me.
I'd sooner die.
And I suppose you mean that literally, too.
Yes. I'm sorry, Mum, but it's something that can only be talked about between men.
When did you become a man?
Do you remember the evening that I was reading about Mrs. Rattenbury?
Yes, very clearly. It was the evening you went to the Kensington with Randolph.
Yes. Only I didn't go to the cinema. I went somewhere else, on my own. So don't blame Randy. He warned me. He didn't want me to go. I'm sorry, but that's all I can tell you.
No, it isn't. A boy should be able to tell his mother everything.
I'm not a boy any longer, Mum. I am grown up. It's a pretty horrible way to grow up, I know, but it's happened. And there it is. I went to a doctor and I know what I've got to face now.
Who is this doctor?
Anonymous. I'm anonymous too. Someone at St. George's Hospital. There's a notice up in lavatories, in tube stations, telling you where to go. I didn't have the courage until today.
You should have seen Dr. McIntyre.
And have him tell you.
You've told me.
Not the lot. Not the sordid details. Not the things that I've got to do in the bathroom twice a day. But not this bathroom. I am determined on that.
Why not this bathroom? I won't say a word about it, I promise you. If it's not serious, if it's just something you'll get over with treatment.
Mum, twice a day, for maybe 6 weeks, maybe longer, I will have to lock myself in there and you will hear the tap running. Do you honestly think that I can hope to come out of there without knowing what you're saying to yourself? My son has committed a filthy, disgusting act and he's been punished for it. With a filthy, disgusting disease and a filthy, disgusting treatment.
Well, isn't it true?
No. What I did that night was silly, if you like, but the act was as natural as breathing. And a good deal more pleasant. Good night, Mum.
Tony, don't you realise what I've got to go through tomorrow? You're not going to him now. I won't allow it.
And what will you do? Will you get out a warrant, have me tell the judge about my adventure in Paddington? I'm sorry, Mum. I'm terribly sorry. Don't wait up. If you will have me, I will stay the night.
Oh, that woman.
There she is! There she is! Dirty man! Wait, what? Get out of my... Who do you think you are? You bastard! Call yourself a man! She's a dirty bitch! Battle officer, what you battle for? In that old crowd! That's more like it! Run, dear! Run!
Well, dear, that worked a treat, didn't it? There's no better weapon than a lady's handbag, I always say. Come Come on now, get out of that uniform. Your dress is here.
They were shouting, kill her.
You mustn't take any notice, dear. There's a lot of ill people in the world, far more than anyone knows.
Joan.
Yes, dear.
Why?
God knows. I've seen it often before. Never as bad as this, I grant, but... envy. That's what I think it is. Plain envy.
How could they envy me now?
Well, you at the Old Bailey, centre of attention. But now it's hate. Mob hate, which is the nastiest, illest, ugliest thing in the whole world. Mind you, I'm not the Pope.
Hatred is awful.
Forget them. It's a compliment to be hated by them. There's the dress you wanted. You are going to look a picture in court. I know it.
Ah, Caswell, you're just the man I wanted to see. Is the enemy about?
Croom-Johnson, he's just left to muster his witnesses.
Quite a crowd he's got, I gather. Was he looking cocky?
He's every reason to, hasn't he?
We'll see. How's your lad?
Wood? I haven't seen him yet.
Very spirited disposition, I hear.
That's one word for it. I call it cheeky. Cheeky and stubborn.
Bad combination. How far are you involving us in the borrowing of the mallet?
Wood's father is going to say he assumed the boy was borrowing it with your client's knowledge and consent.
Assumption is nothing. I can tear that apart. What exactly did he tell the father he was borrowing it for?
To put up a sun shelter in the garden.
A sun shelter! In mid-March, on one of the coldest days of the year.
Was it?
Yes.
Should I have known that? Is it important?
Just to me.
Why?
Trade secret, dear boy. If I thought it would help you, I'd tell you, but it won't.
You look cheerful.
Well, I always look cheerful. It's half the battle. You'd better do something about yourself. Try a little rouge or something.
I didn't sleep at all last night.
Oh, that was a mistake. I had a large dinner at the Garrick, got away from the bloody actor, slept 2 hours in the smoking room. After that, home and bed. Now look, Caswell, I don't want to bully, but any suggestion that we wielded that mallet, I shall not hesitate to remind the jury, whilst we are a poor weak woman who couldn't drive an iron peg into soft peat in under 40 whacks, you are a hulking great muscular brute of an ex-builder who could easily knock a man's head off in 3.
Yes, and did.
That's right, and did. You're not disputing your statement of confession you made to the police on the day of your arrest.
How can I?
I don't know. I only know I'm disputing every one of mine. After half an hour in there with the Bournemouth Constabulary, those 7 separate confessions will be floating down past Croom-Johnson's nose like confetti. I suppose while you were knocking the old man's block in, we were winding up the gramophone and cheering and egging you on.
Of course. I'm sorry, O'Connor, but it's my only chance.
Of what?
Of getting a manslaughter. I'd better warn you, I intend to push your evil moral influence and your shameless depravity as hard as I can.
Oh, push away, my dear fellow. Push away if it's all you've got. I shall push your psychopathological rages, your surliness and your fits of sudden violence. You won't mind that, I hope.
The reverse. It might help me to a guilty but insane.
Under Humphreys? You've not a hope. He sleeps with the McNaughton rules under his pillow. Did the murderer know what he was doing at the time that he did it? If he did he know that what he was doing was wrong? I'd say your boy had a teeny inkling of both.
Do you always wear slippers in court?
Always. Because they make us as uncomfortable as they can up here. No reason why we shouldn't be cosy down here. Anyway, aren't you supposed to have committed the murder under the influence of a lorry load of cocaine?
Yes, damn it. He would choose the one drug that heightens the perceptions rather than dulling them.
Change your drug.
I can't. Cocaine is what I'm instructed to take. And as a Poor Person's Defence Act lawyer, I've got to obey my instructions.
Oh, my dear fellow, we all have to obey our instructions. Some of us sometimes manage to get them just a little bit confused.
Not a chance here. He won't budge an inch.
Where did you get the cocaine from?
Someone, somewhere in London. We can't remember who or where.
Good God. You're stuck with his whole confession.
No way round it.
Hangover?
No. Nerves. Does one ever get over them?
Never. They get worse with age.
I've never seen you look even remotely nervous.
Oh, well, that's something we do learn. Never to show it. But that carafe I always have in front of me. You don't think that's plain water, do you?
Gin.
Vodka. Safe as houses, not a whiff from a foot away. Is this your first capital charge?
No, But with the others I had some chance.
Oh, my dear boy. Well, there's life, there's hope.
Our hope, their lives.
Do you think there's a single moment? I'm unconscious of that.
No. Well, I'd better have one last shot at getting him to change his drug into something else.
Yes, good luck. Look, Caswell, if there's the faintest suggestion he got any drugs from her, I shall be down on you like a tiger. That poor bitch has got enough to carry into court without dope peddling. Get him to come off drugs altogether. Use our shameless depravity, pernicious influence. It's much safer. I can't take back. That's my honest advice to you, old man.
Well, it would be a very foolish advocate who neglected advice from such a source.
Oh,
thank you.
You're very welcome.
Unless such a source happened to be fighting the same trial with him.
As an ally, my dear fellow.
An ally who wouldn't hesitate to slash my throat if he thought he could help his client.
Slash your throat? My dear Caswell, I give you an open invitation to attack me in my weakest spot. To wit, my deplorable moral character. How can that possibly be slashing your throat?
Sir?
Montagu, good. Have you got our friend in, all right?
Morning, Mr. Caswell. Did you hear that crowd cheering me when I arrived?
Mr. Wood, we have only a few minutes before you go on trial for your life. Are you still determined to instruct me that you murdered Rattenbury when under the influence of cocaine?
Purswood, the odd job boy. It's come a long way instructing a man dressed up like you. Well, I instruct you, Mr. Caswell. I done the old man in when I was crazed from cocaine and not responsible for my actions. And that's what I'm going to tell him.
You won't have the opportunity. I'm not putting you in the witness box.
How can you stop me?
By not calling you.
Well, why not? You've got to.
I am not putting you into the witness box because I would not like to hear you explaining to Mr. Croom-Johnson, one of the most devastating cross-examiners at the bar, exactly how you became a dope fiend.
But that's my defence.
What does cocaine look like? Mr. Wood. I mean, what colour is it?
Colour? It's brown.
Brown?
With black specks.
With black specks, and if you went into the witness box, you would tell Mr. Croom-Johnson that.
Of course.
And if he asked you why, in popular parlance, it was called snow, how would you answer him?
I don't know, I didn't know it was.
It is called snow because it is white, Mr. Wood. The purest possible white.
Jesus.
Exactly.
But without cocaine, where's my defence?
I've told you. Many times.
No!
You were of age to be hanged, Mr. Wood.
I know!
You were disposed then to die.
Well, no! I'm not! I want to live. Christ, I don't want to live. But I'm not going to say that she made me do it. I mean, they can tear me apart before they get me to say that.
I don't think you quite understand
No, it's you who don't bloody understand. Alma Rattenbury, sex-mad, drunken bloody cow that she is. Lying, deceitful bitch to come to that. She's the only woman I've ever had. The only woman I've ever loved. And I ain't gonna shop her now. No, it's you who don't bloody understand, Mr. Caswell. Nor the others either.
Very likely. I'll see you in court.
Not long now, dear. I said you'd look a treat.
Wardress, leave us, please.
Sir.
I hope they didn't upset you too much outside.
Well, it came as rather a shock.
Mrs. Rattenbury, it is my duty to tell you that there will be deep prejudice against you up there.
Oh, yes, I know.
You must be prepared to answer some very venomous questions.
Oh, but I'm not going to answer any questions. I'm not going into the witness box. I told you that, Mr. Montagu.
Montagu, would you?
Of course.
I beg you, most earnestly, to reconsider, madam.
I'm sorry, but I can't. I will not go into the witness box. Not under oath, not giving George away.
Because you want him to see you as a tragic heroine? Do you love him as much as that?
Me, a heroine to George. That's funny. To him, I'm just a drunken, sexy, lying bitch. He's told me so a million times.
Then why, in heaven's name, sacrifice yourself for him?
Because it's right. I'm responsible, and neither you nor anyone...
Hello, Mummy.
What kind of a man are you?
A humane man, Mrs. Rattenbury. I thought you might like a couple of minutes with your boy before you go into court. We'll leave you alone.
Oh. How are you, Chris?
All right.
They brought you up from school?
I wanted to come.
They didn't bring you through those crowds?
Oh, yes. But nobody knew who I was. They were nasty people, though.
Did you hear them shouting?
Oh, I didn't listen, Mummy.
And how's little John?
Oh, all right. He gets a bit tearful sometimes.
They haven't told him.
Oh, no.
He misses me.
Misses you?
Well, Chris, what have you been told to say to me?
Told to say to you?
By Mr. O'Connor.
Nothing.
Really? Nothing?
Well, the obvious thing, of course.
And what's that?
About you not giving George away in court. It was a bit of a shock, because he says the jury may find you guilty. But he put it so nicely, though.
How did he put it?
Well, he said that, as a schoolboy, I'd understand about not sneaking on a friend. Well, of course I understand. Except, in this kind of thing. I mean, in a case of murder. Real murder. What they might do, except... Of course, they'd never do that to you. Oh, Mummy. Damn it. I promised I wouldn't.
What else did Mr. O'Connor put so nicely?
He said that, as I was almost grown up, I should understand that when a woman has a choice between her lover and her children, she's almost bound to put her lover first.
The judge has sent us a signal. You should be getting to your seat, young man. And Mr. Watson is sitting outside. He will be sitting with you.
Christopher's not going to be in court?
Of course.
Every day?
That depends. Say au revoir to your mother, old chap.
Goodbye, Mummy. Good luck.
Don't think you've won, Mr. O'Connor.
Oh, I never think that about any case. Until the end.
Mrs. Davenport, I understand from the jury bailiff that you wish to be excused from jury service on the grounds of conscience.
Yes. From this particular jury on this particular case. I will serve on any other.
You have a conscientious objection to capital punishment?
No, my lord.
Where then does your conscience enter the matter?
My lord, I have a deep prejudice against that woman.
The female prisoner?
Yes.
Would the female prisoner please rise? Do you know this woman personally?
No. But it's as if I did.
I don't follow, I'm afraid.
I've read about her in the newspapers.
Is that all?
My lord, you're here to see that this woman gets a fair trial. Isn't that so?
It is, madam. It is also my duty, as it will be yours, to put out of my head all of the deplorably wide publicity this case has attracted and allow the facts
I'm
of the
sorry,
case
my lord,
to
I
determine...
know these arguments. You see, I know about the law. My father was a judge in India.
Mrs.
I warn you now, and I warn these gentlemen who are defending her, that no matter what oath I am forced to take, I will not be able to try this woman's case without deep prejudice. My mind is set against her.
Mr. O'Connor, you have heard my view. It remains unaltered. However, you might have cause for a challenge propter effectum. If you have, I'm very willing to hear it.
If your lordship permits.
I do.
She's an asset.
On the question of bias.
Exactly. You can refer to her in your final address.
My lord, we will not challenge.
No challenge, my lord. The prejudice does not appear to be directed against my client.
Obviously, Mr. Croom-Johnson, you won't wish to challenge, but do you think I am right?
I feel your lordship's view of the matter is both wise and just.
Mrs. Davenport, we all find that there are no grounds for your self-disqualification. Will you then take the oath?
Take the book in your right hand and read what is on this card.
I do solemnly swear by Almighty God that I will well and truly try the issues joined between our sovereign lord the King and the prisoner at the bar, and will give a true verdict according to the evidence.
Congratulations on your opening, Croom-Johnson.
No, thank you. Caswell, thank you.
Admirably fair, I thought.
I'm glad.
Fair? If that bloody Croom-Johnson uses the phrase woman and boy once more, I'm going to have him disbarred and demand a retrial.
Why don't you tell him?
Let him know he's scored. I'll have woman and child next, and then good opening, Croom-Johnson.
Thank you. It was fair, I think.
Every bit as fair as we've come to expect of you.
How kind. Extraordinary incident that was, that woman juror saying she was prejudiced against your client. Very distressing to hear that sort of thing, you know. I wonder you didn't challenge.
Yes, I suppose I should have done.
You won't, of course, be able to make any reference to her in your final address.
Oh, no, that would be deeply improper.
Well, I honestly think my opening helped remove some of her prejudices.
Yes.
I emphasize that this was in no way a court of morals, and that they were to direct their attention only to the facts of the case.
Brought against this woman and this boy.
Ah, I did notice your uneasiness at the appellation boy. But what else, in all honesty, could I call him, O'Connor? The jury only have to look at the doc.
And see a hulking young man old enough to be hanged, and a woman young-looking enough to pass herself off successfully as his sister.
But the gap in ages is so much a part of the case. One must steel oneself, must one not, to face facts? However disagreeable.
Bloody man. Do you know I drew him in the bar golf tournament, and he wouldn't give me a 14-inch putt? I missed it, too. I'm going to beat that bugger if it's the last thing I do.
Has Tony come home?
Tony? No.
Oh, God, I won't let John take him away from me. I won't. I won't.
Darling, you've had a tiring day. Do you want a cup of tea?
No, but I'd love a drink. A whiskey.
That's bold of you. So, it didn't work this morning?
No. And what's worse, the jury has elected me forewoman because I let out that father was the judge.
That is too splendid. So, what do you have in court tomorrow?
The rest of the prosecution witnesses, I think. Oh, Stella, it's all so foul. I'm going to change.
Darling, do you know what odds the bookmakers are laying on Mrs. Rattenbury being convicted?
Odds? How can they be so unfeeling?
No principled bookmakers. In the city, they're even taking bets on whether she'll hang. Good odds, too. But for her being convicted, I saw it in the paper, they're giving 3 to 1.
Only 3 to 1? That woman? It's absurd.
Well, if ever I heard a tip, straight from the horse's mouth. Hello? You're still in the office? Oh, there's a good Henry. Yeah, look, darling, apparently you can get 3 to 1 on Mrs. Rattenbury being convicted. Well, Edith's just back from court, and she says that in her view those odds are madly generous. Yes, and they've made her forewoman too, so of course she'll have a big say. Yes, a real hot snip. Well, put on 600 for me, would you? Oh, thank you, darling. I will. Henry sends his love. Tony!
Hello, Aunt Stella.
Tony.
Hello, Mum.
Tony, thank God. You've come back.
No, I haven't. Dad's here.
I won't see him. I'm not allowed to see you. The judge said...
I remember very well what the judge said. No communication of any kind. Hello, Stella.
Hello, John.
So, this letter I've brought is just as wrong as my presence.
I won't read it.
I thought not, which is why I'm delivering it myself.
I'll go. No, don't. Please.
I don't mind Stella hearing what I've got to say. Tony, go down and wait in the car, would you?
You take him away.
To the cottage?
And I forbid him to go.
Go ahead, Tony.
No.
I'm sorry, Mum. Really. I'll call you tomorrow.
I've only to ring the police.
Yes. Then I'd have to give my exact reasons to the judge for taking my son away from here. Of course, he'd find the reasons quite insufficient, and I'd be fined or committed, and Tony would be returned to you. There'd probably be a little something in the papers, which would probably be read by Tony's headmaster.
This is pure blackmail.
Yes, I suppose it is. It's also a truthful forecast of what would happen, must happen, if you invoke the law.
Exactly what lies have you told his headmaster?
I told him the truth. Not all of it. I said the boy had had a severe psychological shock, that he'd attempted suicide.
That's a lie.
It's not. The night before last, he swallowed some sleeping pills.
No.
If you don't believe me, go into the bathroom and look for your sleeping pills. Luckily, there were only 7 or 8 left, and they made him sick at once.
But I'd have heard him.
Tony's a polite boy. He can even vomit quietly enough not to wake his mother. And then, apparently, lie on the bathroom floor sobbing, but into a towel, quietly.
But is this thing he has as dreadful as that?
Medically, it's nothing, provided it's treated promptly. It's the psychological shock he won't get over so easily. And he'll never get over it here. Unless... Are you going to read my letter?
Never.
Then I'll read it to you. My dearest Edie, for the sake of Tony, and also for our own sakes, I want you to rescind the decree nisi. It's very easily done by application to a judge in chambers. I must tell you with complete truth that there is no other woman in my life. No single other woman, that is. The one you know about left me some months ago with no regrets on either side. She wasn't important to me. No woman has ever been important to me, except yourself. I admit that I've had occasional affairs, but they were necessary to me. You know why. Always brief, and usually with a mercenary tinge. Without you, Edie, and without Tony, I have been a very lonely man. So I believe, are you lonely without me? Please, let me come back into your life. If you do, I promise to behave as well as I can. That doesn't, I'm afraid, mean as well as you'd want me to. It can never mean that, Edie, my darling, as you know. But I swear a solemn oath to you that you will never otherwise be humiliated. I renounce my conjugal rights entirely, but I earnestly entreat you to let me once again be your loving husband. John.
Your terms.
Yours as well.
The answer is no.
Think about it, Edie, for God's sake, think about it.
Stella, how can you? He wants me to condone adultery. It's unthinkable, and you know it. I will not break the standards by which I have lived all my life.
Your standards could be wrong, you know. They're certainly a little dated. You won't reconsider? Then I'll say goodbye. Tell me, this Mrs. Rattenbury, is she for it?
We're not allowed to talk about it.
I don't give much for her chances, with you judging her. I don't know anything about Mrs. Rattenbury except what I've read in the papers. But that's enough to tell me that her vices, which I'm sure are deplorable, at least add up to some kind of affirmation. Your virtues, Edie, which I know are admirable, add up to precisely nothing. Goodbye.
Sergeant, at what time did you receive this call from the hospital? You may use your notebook, if there is no objection.
The call came through at 2:13 a.m., sir, saying that all attempts to revive the deceased had failed.
And what did you do then?
Acting on this information, I duly presented myself at the Villa Madeira At 2:47 a.m., there was a lot of commotion proceeding from inside.
What kind of commotion?
There was a gramophone playing at full blast, sir, and some female laughter of a shrill nature. There being no answer to the bell, I tried the door and found it open. I then entered the sitting room and found the female prisoner attired in her nightdress and 2 police officers, to whom she was making flourishing gestures with her bed jacket, in imitation of bullfighting or some such. I immediately summoned the 2 officers outside and asked what their business had been and sent them away. I then proceeded back into the house.
Damn and blast! Where have you gone? Come back, we're having fun.
Beg pardon for the intrusion, but would you be...
Oh, another lovely policeman. Come in, we're having a gorgeous time.
Would you be Mrs. Frances Rattenbury?
Alma to you, dear. Come and dance.
May we have the music down, please?
Why? How can we dance with no music?
Excuse me, madam, with your permission.
Why did you do that? Now it's quiet. I don't like it quiet.
I'm sorry, madam, but you could be disturbing the neighbours.
Oh, that's terrible. Disturbing the neighbours is terrible.
I must ask again if you are Mrs. Frances Rattenbury.
That's right.
The widow of Frances Rattenbury.
Widow?
You've not been informed of your husband's death?
Don't say such awful things.
Let's have some music.
I must ask you, madam, what you know about your husband's death.
Everything. I know everything. I did it, you see. All by myself. All alone. All alone. I'm so all alone.
Who else is in this house?
It's only Irene.
Irene.
She's my maid. My friend. I sent her up to bed. She knows nothing about it.
And this Irene is the only other person in the house?
There's George, too.
George?
My chauffeur. He's nothing. He's just a boy. He's just an odd job boy.
And where is he?
Well, how would I know? I'm not his mother. Upstairs, I expect, to sleep. He's very young, you see.
Madam, I must now caution you. You're not obliged to say anything unless you wish to do so, but whatever you do say will be taken down and may be given in evidence. Do you follow me?
Anywhere. Are you married? You've a lot of girls, I expect. Would you like £10? Oh, no, it's a crime to give a policeman money.
Madam, please.
He wanted to die, you see. He said he'd lived too long. He gave me a mallet and he dared me to kill him, so I did.
Where is the mallet?
What?
The mallet.
Oh,
Where is the mallet?
I'll remember in the morning. No, I mustn't sleep. I might dream. Let's have some music again.
Madam, I propose to telephone the police station using the call box outside.
Oh, there's one over there. Better still, there's one in the bedroom.
I shall use the call box. Thank you, madam.
Please yourself, but you don't know what you're missing.
A general question, Sergeant, about Mrs. Rattenbury's behaviour. Remembering that only a few hours before her husband had been brutally killed, how did you react in your mind to her attitude that night?
I was disgusted, sir.
In one word, how would you describe her behaviour?
Callous. Downright brutal.
Thank you, Sergeant.
Look at the press scampering out. Imagine the headlines.
They should have waited.
Sergeant, how long have you been in the police force?
20 years, sir.
In that time, you would, of course, have attended many gruesome occasions, car accidents and the like?
Yes, sir, many.
You must then be familiar with the medical phenomenon known as shock.
I've seen cases of shock.
Severe shock?
Some severe.
How do such persons usually behave?
Well, I'd say sometimes they're not quite all there.
Oh, not quite all there? Not aware of their surroundings? Or excited and over-talkative?
Both, sir.
Why then were you so disgusted at Mrs. Rattenbury's behaviour that night?
I didn't think it was shock, sir. I mean, I saw no occasion.
You saw no occasion? Can you imagine a greater occasion for shock than the brutal murder of a dearly loved husband in her own home? What is the treatment for shock? Come on, you've read the manual. What does it say?
One should keep the victim warm using blankets when obtainable.
This victim was half-dressed on a night in March. Do you remember what the temperature was that night in Bournemouth?
No, sir, not exactly.
Would it surprise you to learn that at 2 a.m. on the morning of March the 25th, the temperature on the town hall roof was recorded at 3 degrees below freezing?
I remember it was a bit chilly, sir. I didn't know it was as cold as that.
It was as cold as that, and the windows to the sitting room were open?
Yes, sir.
Back to the manual. If the victim is not kept warm, what does it say can happen to the victim? What is there a danger of?
Collapse, sir.
What happened to Mrs. Rattenbury later that night?
She did collapse, sir, and had to be put to bed. But that was the whiskey.
Oh, was it indeed? And how much whiskey had Mrs. Rattenbury had to drink that night?
Well, I don't know exactly, sir. She was drinking from the bottle, sir, and emptied it.
In front of you, Sergeant?
Yes, sir.
You're allowed that.
I had no option, sir.
No option? What does your handbook tell you to prevent the victim taking at all costs?
Alcohol, sir.
Why? Do you remember why, Sergeant?
Because the effect of alcohol on a shock system will greatly increase the symptoms and will, in all respects, prove strongly deleterious.
And? Doesn't it add, sometimes fatal?
Yes, sir.
It may be that you are lucky that in this case it was not. Otherwise you could be facing a very grave charge, Sergeant. Gross negligence whilst on duty. That is all.
Sergeant, has a person in a state of shock ever made sexual advances to you?
Certainly not, sir.
Or attempted to bribe you?
No, sir.
Thank you, Sergeant. That concludes the case for the Crown, my lord.
Mr. O'Connor, are you ready?
Yes, my lord. May it please your lordship? Members of the jury, it is my intention to call one witness, and one witness only, namely Mrs. Rattenbury, and I therefore claim the right of the last word.
My lord, this sudden manoeuvre of my friend puts me at a grave disadvantage.
My lord, I have to confess, I do not know, even at this very second as I stand here, ready to begin Mrs. Rattenbury's defence, if she will in fact obey my call to the box or not. If she does not, then it is I who will be at a grave disadvantage.
My lord, I think an adjournment at this juncture would be right.
It would be most damnably wrong. My lord, I am not exaggerating when I say in this moment lies the hinge of the entire trial. Any delay, even half an hour, it might be fatal to the cause of justice. In my view, it is vital my client goes into the box to give evidence on her own behalf, as is her right. And I have told her duty to do. I believe and pray, if called upon now, she will go. With your lordship's permission?
Yes.
I therefore call Alma Rattenbury.
Take the book in your right hand and repeat the following words after me. I swear by Almighty God.
I swear by Almighty God.
That the evidence I shall give to the court.
That the evidence I shall give to the court.
Shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
You are Alma Victoria Rattenbury.
I am.
Mrs. Rattenbury, how long were you married to your husband?
8 years.
By him, did you have a child?
Yes, little John.
Mrs. Rattenbury, I can't hear you. Speak up, please. And please make sure the jury can hear what you say.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Mrs. Rattenbury, little John, how old is he?
6. 6.
You have been married twice before, I think.
Yes.
By the second husband, you had a child, did you not?
Yes, Christopher.
You're fond of him, I think.
Yes.
Very fond.
Very fond.
Mrs. Rattenbury, I want you to tell me about your relationship with your husband since the birth of little John.
No, I'm sorry,
Mrs.
I'm sorry.
Is something wrong, Mr. O'Connor?
I'm sorry, my lord. An oversight on my part, if your lordship permits. Get the boy out of court, will you? I do apologize, my lord. Mrs. Rattenbury, would you say your married life was happy? Mrs. Rattenbury?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Would you say your married life was happy?
Well, it was a bit, you know.
You had some quarrels.
Not many, only little ones. Always about money. He was a bit, well, stingy. I often had to tell little fibs to get the bills paid.
Yes. We'll come back to that. Mrs. Rattenbury, I want you to tell me now about your relationship with your late husband, and be quite frank. Please? Since the birth of little John, that's 6 years ago, did you and Mr. Rattenbury live together as husband and wife?
No.
Mrs. Rattenbury, I must ask you to speak much louder, please. And please address your replies so the jury may hear them.
I'm sorry, my lord.
Since that time, you did not live together as husband and wife at all?
No.
Mrs. Rattenbury, you do understand what was meant by the question?
Yes.
Did your husband have a separate room?
Yes.
Was that at his suggestion or yours?
Oh, his.
You ought to have been ready to continue marital relationships with him.
Yes, of course.
You didn't want it.
Well, I think it was rather a question of the flesh being willing, but the spirit being weak.
It's the other way round, I think.
Oh, I expect so.
Now, between the months of November 1934 and March 1935, were you having regular sexual intercourse with Wood?
Yes.
What attitude did your husband take to all of this?
None whatsoever.
You mean he didn't know of it?
Oh, I think he must have known of it, my lord.
Then he must have taken some attitude, even if it was one of tactful silence.
I just don't think he gave it a thought.
Now, Mrs. Rattenbury, I'm going to take you through the events of the week that led up to your husband's murder. And I want you to answer my questions with complete truth. You will do that, will you not?
Mrs. Rattenbury, you are under oath. You must reply fully and truthfully to counsel's questions.
On Monday, March the 18th, that's 6 days before the murder, did you ask your husband for some money? Mrs. Rattenbury.
One moment, please. Mrs. Rattenbury, you do understand, do you not, that having taken the oath to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, you are in law and duty bound to do so. Do you understand that?
Yes, my lord.
Then be so good as to answer counsel's question.
For how much money did you ask?
£250.
And what little fib, to quote your own words, did you have to tell him?
That I was going up to London to have an operation.
And the following day you went up to London?
Yes.
And you stayed with Wood at an hotel in Kensington?
Yes, the Royal Palace.
During that time, did you give Wood some presents?
Yes, a pair of silk pyjamas, a new suit, and a ring for him to give me.
Now, it has been strongly suggested that there was some very sinister significance in this hotel visit just a few days before the murder. It has, in fact, been represented as some kind of premature honeymoon. What truth is there in that?
Oh, none at all. It wasn't the first time we'd been to a hotel, and he did love it so. He loved being waited on and called sir.
And you wanted to give him that pleasure?
Yes.
That was the reason for the presents?
Yes.
And the ring to yourself?
Oh, the ring was only a pretense.
A pretense? Of what?
Well, like an engaged couple.
So, this visit was no more than a whim designed to give Wood pleasure?
Yes.
What about you? Did it give you pleasure?
No, it was terrible.
In what way, terrible?
Oh, rows.
Serious rows?
Not on the surface, but underneath, of course, they were. You see, he knew I was trying to finish it.
Finish the relationship?
Yes.
Why?
Well, it had got out of hand.
Had you told him that?
I tried to many times, but the difference in our ages made it so difficult. After we got back from London, I was determined to say finish for good. And mean it. I think he knew that, which was why he was making my life hell. Sorry, my lord. Dreadful.
Hell will do. Now, I'm not sure that I followed this. You say you tried to break the affair with Wood, but were unable to. One of the reasons being the difference in your ages. Surely that very thing would make it easier.
No, my lord, I'm sorry, but it makes it harder.
But surely the older party must be the dominant party.
Excuse me, my lord, but to me it's the other way round. At least it was with me and George. I think it must be with many people. Of course, I don't know.
Mrs. Rattenbury, we now come to your return to the Villa Madeira. That's 2 nights before the murder. Did your husband have any awkward question for you when you saw him?
No, it was as if I'd never been gone.
But surely he must have asked you about your operation.
No, my lord.
Anyway, all was normal at the villa.
Oh, yes, very friendly.
How was Wood?
He was a bit sulky. He wanted to stay on at the hotel, you see, but he perked up later.
You had intercourse that night?
Oh, yes, everything normal, as you said.
Thank you. Now we come to Sunday, the day of the murder.
No, I'm sorry.
No, one moment,
I'm
Mrs.
sorry,
Rattenbury. Please. My lord, in view of the obvious difficulties, which I see your lordship has noted, I would crave your indulgence at this point to embark upon a somewhat unusual course. With your lordship's permission, I would like to quote certain passages from the signed statement entered by the prosecution yesterday and made by the prisoner Wood on the day of his arrest. That's Exhibit 27, my lord.
But that is evidence against Wood. You are asking to use it on Mrs. Rattenbury's behalf.
Well, naturally, my lord, I would hardly use it against her.
My lord, I most strenuously object to any part of the statement being read on behalf of Rattenbury. What cannot in law be used against her, must not in law be used for her. My learned friend should know that very well.
I really do not need lessons in law from prosecuting counsel. I do know that it is my duty to my client to use any evidence on her behalf this court will allow. Any evidence of any sort from any source.
My lord, there are no precedents.
Yes, Mr. Croom-Johnson, it is plainly a matter for me. You are perfectly correct in saying that this proposed course is highly irregular. But having regard for the undoubted fact that the law always allows, and must allow, the greatest possible latitude to the defence in a capital charge, I will decide in favour of Mr. O'Connor.
Thank you, my lord.
Dangerous precedents.
I refer your lordship to paragraph 3, in which Wood is describing the events of the murder, he says. They were up in her bedroom. Oh, that's Mr. and Mrs. Rattenbury, my lord.
I have it. Thank you, Mr. O'Connor.
When I went up with the tea, the door was locked. So I listened outside. And then I heard them. Kissing noises and darling. And then I heard them doing it. I listened to them right through. And then I heard them talking and getting off the bed. So I went to my room and waited for them to come out.
Gently does it, Rats. That's right. So I'll tell the Jenks we'll be over tomorrow, shall I?
If they'll have us.
Of course they'll have us. They're always asking us to stay. How long should I say? Couple of days?
It's a long way to go for a couple of days. Lot of petrol. Make it a week.
All right, dear.
Alma, I want to see you.
Well, come down here.
Up here! Now!
You shouldn't let him talk to you like that. Alma.
He's in one of his moods. I'll be back in a jiffy.
Why was that door locked?
Locked, was it?
You lying bitch!
Oh, George, you can't think that me and Rats...
Yeah, you tidied up the bed now, haven't you? You were at it with him just now, weren't you? I heard!
George, you are a scream. Rats, of all people, I'll die laughing. Ah! Ah! George, if you ever do that again...
You're what?
I'll tell you to get out of this house and never come back.
I could kill you! Quite easily!
Yes, I expect you could, dear. But not with Christopher's water pistol. George, are you all right?
Why was that door locked?
Shh, quiet, dear. Even rats could have heard that. The door was locked because it rattles when the window's open, which you should very well know, silly boy.
Are you going to these people tomorrow?
Yes.
With me driving?
Of course.
I see. Where will I sleep?
Well, they've lots of room.
In the servants' attic?
Perhaps, but I'll try to see that it's a nice one.
And eat in the servants' hall?
Oh, George, it's only for a week.
Well, you and Rex share a nice big double bed.
Stop this nonsense. Stop it at once. Do you hear?
Yes, Ma'am. Very good, Ma'am. Beg pardon, I'm sure, Ma'am.
Could you give me a Bridport 3-1, please? This is Bournemouth 309. Oh.
Listen, you cow. You're to go down there now and tell me not to go to the Jenks tomorrow.
George, you're going to make me very angry.
If you do, I'm going to do something very bad. Something very, very bad.
Put acid in that water pistol, squirt it in my face. Hello? Go on down to the kitchen and help Irene with supper. There's a good boy. Oh, hello, is that Mrs. Jenks? Alma Rattenbury. Well, Rats and I were wondering if we could take you at your word and come over for a few days. Go on, ducky.
I'm warning you, Alma. Something really bad.
Well, we thought tomorrow if you could have us. Oh, that is nice. We'll drive over. Yes, I have a chauffeur now, you know. Lovely. See you soon. Goodbye.
Wood's statement continues. I went to my dad's and borrowed the mallet. Then I went back. I could see them through the French windows, playing cribbage. Then she went up to bed. So I went into the room and hit him 3 times on the back of the head with the mallet. I then went into the garden and hid the mallet. Then I went up to bed.
George?
Yeah?
Where have you been all evening?
Out.
What are you doing?
Getting undressed.
You want to come in? Well, that's no way to treat 3 guinea pyjamas, my lad.
I'm in trouble, Alma. Real trouble.
Real trouble? There's no such thing. That's what I always say. This is a lovely world we're in, and we're meant to enjoy it. Oh, come on, look at me.
I can't.
Well, at least tell me what it is.
I can't. It's Rats.
What about him?
I've hurt him.
You had a fight?
Not a fight. I wish it had been a fight.
Have you hurt him badly?
Yeah. Very badly.
Was that him?
Well, it must have been. I thought I killed him.
What have you done to him? I'm coming, Rats. I'm coming, darling.
Don't go down.
But I must. If you've hurt him, I must help him.
I've done for him, Alma. You won't get him back.
I'm coming, Rats. I'm coming. Ah!
What is it? What's the matter?
It's Rats, Irene. Somebody's hurt him.
Oh! Oh!
Dr. O'Donnell, run out and get Dr. O'Donnell. Quick, Irene, quick. Tell him Rats maybe die.
No!
Rats. Help's coming soon. Stay alive, please, please, please. Stay alive. Ratsy, can you hear me?
It's no use, Alma. I told you upstairs I've done for him, and I have.
Oh, no, he isn't dead. He can't be. Rats.
Take this.
Why did you do this? Why?
I had to. He was stealing you away from me.
Oh, God, you little idiot. He wasn't stealing me. He couldn't have. Oh, look. Oh, my God.
I told you upstairs I was going to do something really bad.
To me? I thought you meant to me. Why didn't you kill me? Go upstairs. Go up to your room. Don't come down here unless you're sent for. And then know nothing about it. Nothing at all. Do you understand? Go upstairs.
What will you tell them?
I'll think something up.
I'll think something up. I'll think something up. What she thought up was the ludicrous, mad story she told the police. Is this the story of a sane, calm, balanced woman? Or is it not the story, thought up in panic, by a woman in a deep state of shock, aggravated by repeated doses of whiskey, and desperate at all costs to save the life of her lover?
You're addressing the jury, my lord. Really, I must object. Counsel is addressing the jury.
Yes, I quite agree. Mr. O'Connor, that was highly improper. The time for your address to the jury is not yet, as you very well know. That was really highly improper.
I do apologise, my lord. You are, of course, quite right. I was momentarily carried away. I apologise to my learned friend, and to you, my lord.
Have you finished with Wood's statement?
Yes, my lord.
And you propose to continue your examination on more conventional lines?
Indeed, my lord.
Then first, I must address a few remarks to the jury, and try to make certain important points clear. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I trust you understand that what you have just heard read to you is a statement made by the prisoner Wood and cannot be used in any way at all as evidence against prisoner Rattenbury. If you have heard anything that you consider prejudicial to Mrs. Rattenbury, you must put it completely out of your minds. Now, I trust that is clear. Very well. Mr. O'Connor, you may proceed.
Thank you, my lord. Mrs. Rattenbury, I'm going to ask you a very important question. Is there any part of that statement of Wood's that is in any way inaccurate or untrue?
Mrs. Rattenbury, you must answer the question.
Is there? Is any part of that statement inaccurate or untrue in any way?
No.
None whatever?
No.
And what you thought up was the ludicrous, mad story you told the police.
Is that a question?
It is a question. Mrs. Rattenbury, have you ever in your life suffered a greater shock to your mind, body and spirit than you suffered that night when you found your husband battered to death by your lover?
My lord!
Presumably by your lover.
Nothing ever in all my life.
These stories of your dancing semi-naked, making advances to policemen, playing the gramophone full blast, did they or did they not come to you as a complete surprise when you heard about them as late as 3 weeks ago?
They did.
And what was your overriding emotion on hearing about them?
Shame. Deep, deep shame.
Mrs. Rattenbury, 3 more questions. Did you murder your husband?
No.
Did you take any part whatever in planning his murder?
No.
Did you in fact know a thing about it until Wood told you in bed upstairs that he had done it?
If I'd known, I'd have prevented it.
Thank you. Thank you. That is all.
Just a moment, Mrs. Rattenbury. You're not finished yet. I have some questions for you. In fact, a great many questions. Mrs. Rattenbury, just how old was Wood when you first invited him into the Villa Madeira as your lover?
I didn't invite him, not the way you mean. He insisted on living in.
Insisted?
Why not?
But surely you could have resisted him easily. A boy of 17.
Not easily at all. Ever since this case began, all I've heard is how I must have dominated this boy. Well, all I can say is if anyone dominated anyone else, it was George who dominated me.
Very interesting, but let us please stick with the facts. You have admitted, have you not, cheating your husband out of a considerable sum in order to take your lover up to London? Was that done under Wood's domination?
It was his idea.
And the Royal Palace, his choice of hotel?
No, that was mine.
And whose idea was it buying the engagement ring?
It wasn't an engagement ring.
Well, whatever it was, who suggested buying it?
I did.
Indeed. Now let us return once more to the evening of the murder. This purported conversation, this alleged confession of Wood's took place in your room.
Yes.
I understood these sexual meetings usually occurred in Wood's room.
Well, that was because of little John sleeping in mine.
That night, then, little John was somewhere else?
No, he was in my room.
Little John was in your room?
Yes, but sound asleep.
Your lover would climb into bed with you, with your little son, in the same room?
Yes, but it was sound asleep.
Used this to happen often?
Well, it had to sometimes when Christopher was at home.
Your lover would clamber into bed with you and you would indulge in sexual congress with your 6-year-old child in the same room?
Yes, but he's a very sound sleeper.
A child of no more than 6 summers?
My lord, I fail to see how any of this is pertinent. Unless, of course, course, my learned friend intends to call little John as a witness in rebuttal of his mother's testimony.
I find that remark in the most appalling taste.
I find these constant references to little John's presence in that room, a child of no more than 6 summers, autumns, winters, and springs come to that. I find these slurs on my client's moral character not only in appalling taste, but unfair, immoral, and entirely irrelevant. Who killed Francis Mawson Rattenbury? Isn't that what this court has been convened to find out? It's surely not whether an act or several acts of sexual congress took place in the distant presence of a heavily dormant child.
I trust my learned friend will have breath for his final address.
You need have no fear of that.
Gentlemen, please. This is becoming more of a cockpit than a court of law. I think Mr. O'Connor is right, Mr. Croom-Johnson. You have asked the witness a question, a perfectly relevant one in my view, and she has answered it. Pray let the matter rest there.
As your lordship pleases. Now, I want to be absolutely fair to you, Mrs. Rattenbury.
Fair?
When Wood, in bed with you with your little boy in the corner...
My lord!
I've not asked my question yet.
Please ask it, Mr. Croom-Johnson.
When Wood told you that he had battered your husband with a mallet, did you believe him?
Not at first, no.
When you went downstairs and found that your husband had indeed been hit on the head, did you believe him then?
Well, one naturally would, wouldn't one?
You're here to answer my questions, not to ask them of me, madam.
I see. Well, yes, I did believe it then.
It is my duty to submit to you that you knew he had done it because you had encouraged him to do it. Well...
I'm sorry, is that a question?
It is a question, Mrs. Rattenbury, and a very important one.
I thought I'd answered it, but if you want it again... I did not plot my husband's death. It came as a great shock to me. I have never in all my life harmed a human being.
You have never harmed a human being.
Not meaning to. Not till now.
Mrs. Rattenbury, in answer to my learned friend, you said that if Wood had told you of his intention to murder your husband, you would have prevented it. How would you have done that?
I would have told him not to dare do such a wicked thing.
Would that have been enough?
The way I'd have said it, it would.
I thought he dominated you. Well, supposing you had failed to persuade him, what would you have done?
Gone to the police, I suppose.
The night of the murder, the police were all over the house. Why did you not tell them then?
That was different.
Why?
Well, Rats was dead, and I suppose I felt responsible.
I beg your pardon?
I said I suppose I felt responsible.
Responsible. Thank you.
Only 2 questions, Mrs. Rattenbury. Only 2. By the word responsible, did you mean criminally responsible for your husband's murder?
No.
Did you mean morally responsible for your lover's protection?
Yes. That's exactly what I meant.
Thank you, Mrs. Rattenbury. That is all. That is the case for the defence of the prisoner Rattenbury, my lord.
Very well. I think that is a convenient moment to adjourn.
You did very well. Very well indeed. Your job is done now.
Yes.
Has Tony called yet?
Tony? No, he hasn't. Well, how was Mrs. Rattenbury? My God, she must have dominated that boy. Did she? What's so funny?
Yes, I suppose that's how it must seem.
Seem? Edie, you're not saying...
I'm not saying anything.
Yes, you are. I know you too well. That's how it must seem. Edie! She's an awful, awful woman. Sleeping with that boy, with her baby in the room.
What's that got to do with whether she committed murder?
Well, everything, I should have thought.
Then you don't know the law.
It seems as if I don't know you.
Perhaps you don't. It's that word dominated. All the time, that man was on at her. You were 20 years older, madam, 20 years older. I put it to you that you dominated that boy. Do you know what she answered? When an older person loves a younger, it's the younger who dominates. Because the younger has so much more to give.
And you thought of Tony?
Of course.
My God! To think that a murderess could go free just because a jurywoman overloves a son who doesn't give a damn for her. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
You did.
Tony rang me this afternoon. We had a talk. A long one.
In which he told you he didn't love me.
Oh, my God, darling. I only said that because I was so damn angry with you.
Tell me what he said.
Well, his father's got him, 100%. It's a love affair.
What does he want to do?
Live with him, of course.
Forever?
Yes.
Supposing I fight?
They'll fight back.
How?
Tony will tell the judge that he prefers his father to you. Do you really want that? Of course, he said he'll spend some of his holidays with you.
How kind.
Oh, darling. I do know how dreadful all of this is for you. But you must try and forget about it. At least until this awful trial's over. Now, why don't you put your feet up? Let me get you a drink. Darling, I know it's difficult, but you've a big responsibility tomorrow. You're not going to let this terrible business here cloud your judgment about that woman, are you?
No, I'm not.
When this boy met the woman, he was an ordinary, innocent English boy. 4 months later, what do we find? A confessed adulterer, a confessed thief, a confessed cocaine addict, utterly under the influence of an hysterical, lying, drunken woman of abnormal sexual appetites and apparently of no moral conscience whatever.
Can you believe a single word such a woman says? Self-confessed liar, self-confessed adulterer, self-confessed seducer of a tender youth of 17. A woman who, by her own admission, robs her husband of a considerable sum in order to indulge herself in a 4-day sexual orgy at the Royal Palace Hotel with a boy young enough to be her son.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of your number, now I cannot of course mention her name, which would be deeply improper, but I suppose I can say she must be one of the foremost amongst you. A lady evidently of great moral courage and strength of character objected to serving on this case. Why? Inquired his lordship. Because, she replied, I am so prejudiced against this woman's moral character that I cannot be expected to give her a fair trial. But how could she not be prejudiced against this woman? How could any one of you fail to feel nausea and disgust at the ensnaring and degradation of a helpless young man by a middle-aged woman of degenerate and licentious habits? But that is not the offence with which she is charged here in this court.
Well, there it is. That is the woman. It is indeed difficult to find words in the English language in which you may see fit to describe her. But, members of the jury, the natural disgust you may feel for this woman must not, I repeat that, must not make you any more ready to convict her of the crime of murder. In fact, if anything, it should make you less ready to do so. Prejudice, dislike, disapproval, disgust must have no part in your verdict. Well, that is all I have to say to you. You will now retire.
Look, dear, they may be a long time. Would you like to lie down? It'll have to be the floor, but I've had 2 blankets sent in and a pillow. I could make you quite comfy. Or I've brought some cards. How about a little game?
I beg your pardon?
A little game, dear. We could have much longer to wait.
No, thank you.
Anything at all? Coffee, tea?
No.
Not with a drop of something in it? Try not to fuss, dear. What I always tell my ladies.
Well, Mrs. Rattenbury, how are you feeling? Is she all right?
How could she be? After all that was said about her upstairs.
I should have warned her.
Hello, Mr. Montagu.
You must try to understand why Mr. O'Connor had to say those things about you. They must have been horrible to hear.
Not particularly.
But you see, both Mr. O'Connor and the judge, by saying all those foul things about you, forced the jury to concentrate their minds on only one thing. Did you or did you not commit murder? Well, as we all know, you didn't.
Do you?
Of course. So does Mr. O'Connor.
And Christopher.
And Christopher, most certainly.
Then it doesn't really matter what the jury thinks, does it?
Mrs. Rattenbury, I have every hope that in a matter of hours or even minutes you will walk out of this place a free woman. If you do, what plans have you made?
Her friend, Irene Riggs, is taking her to her home for a few days.
Oh, that's good.
She'll be all right there. She's fond of Irene.
And then you must think of taking up your career again.
My career?
As a songwriter.
Oh, there.
Oh, yes, dear, you must. Just imagine how your songs will sell now.
Jury coming back!
Mr. Montagu, I want to thank you.
Don't. You have and always will have my admiration.
That's nice. That's the way men used to speak to me.
Members of the jury, are you agreed upon your verdict?
We are.
Do you find the prisoner, Percy George Wood, guilty or not guilty of murder?
Guilty. But we should like to add a rider to that. A recommendation to mercy.
Do you find the prisoner, Alma Victoria Rattenbury, guilty or not guilty of murder?
Not guilty!
And those verdicts are the verdicts of you all?
This will not be tolerated!
Percy George Wood, you stand convicted of murder. Have you anything to say why this court should not pass judgment on you?
Nothing at all.
Percy George Wood, the jury have convicted you of murder with a recommendation to mercy. That recommendation will be forwarded by me to the proper quarter, where it will doubtless receive consideration.
Don't worry, my son, we'll save you. You're all right, mate. Well, my lad, you'll be all right.
Meanwhile, my duty is to pass upon you the only sentence which the law knows for the crime of which you have been convicted. The sentence of the court upon you is that you be taken from this place to a lawful prison, and thence to a place of execution, and that you there be hanged by the neck until you are dead, and that your body be afterwards buried within the precincts of the prison in which you shall have been confined before your execution. And may the Lord have mercy on your soul.
Goodbye. You silly cow.
Let Alma Victoria Rattenbury be discharged.
Oh, I knew it all. I never had a moment's doubt. Come on, darling. Put this mackintosh on. That's right. Oh, we better have that scarf off and this beret on. Now, just until we get home. Put these glasses on, dear. No one will know you.
Carlton, there's a policeman gonna show us out of a special door.
Mrs. Rattenbury, I'm so very pleased.
Come on, dear. The policeman's waiting.
Well, Croom-Johnson, I congratulate you on an admirable performance. Of course, you had a hopeless case, but you fought it very well.
Thank you. I must warn you that I intend to take the matter elsewhere of your directly appealing to a member of the jury by name.
By name?
Forewoman?
Foremost. Oh, my dear fellow, foremost. I'm afraid your hearing is letting you down.
It was, in my view, unpardonable, and I shall say so.
Really? Oh, you mustn't let a little setback sour you, my dear fellow. You've been playing much golf lately?
Not much. Excuse me.
Bad loser. Always said so.
Well, O'Connor, magnificent. The boldness of it staggered me.
Yes, I took a few risks.
There was a moment when I actually thought you were pleading with the jury to have the woman burned as a witch.
Oh, Mr. O'Connor! She's disappeared! Alma's disappeared!
Alma?
She suddenly ran right across the street and disappeared!
What happened?
Just now, there was this bus. I thought she was going under it. I shouted to her, but she didn't seem to hear. She just ran and ran.
If she knows your address, she's probably going there.
But she doesn't!
Well, the best thing to do is to go back to where she left you. She's bound to come back when there's no one else around.
No one recognised her, I'm sure. Shouldn't I tell the police?
There's nothing much they can do. I'll come with you.
Really? Women of that class do panic so easily.
Edie? Well? What happened?
Didn't you hear it on the news?
Oh, come on, Edith. I've only got a few minutes. I mean, how did you let it happen? What was the voting?
Let's think. I was at the head of the table, which is where they put the forewoman.
What's the matter with you? Are you drunk?
Yes, I am a bit. Well, each person spoke up and I took the vote down. That was my job, you see.
The voting. How was the voting?
5 for guilty, 6 for not.
So your vote made it 6-all?
No, my vote made it 7-5. Then all the others gave way.
Gave way to you?
Yes.
In God's name, why?
Because she was innocent.
Innocent?
Of murder.
Innocent? Who was it who said that nothing was too bad for that woman? That she deserved lynching?
She may deserve that. She does not deserve hanging for a murder she didn't commit.
Oh, what does that matter, for God's sake?
It matters to me.
Well, what price your pretty little house in Bournemouth now?
But no one in Bournemouth knows that I was...
Oh, of course they do.
I see. Well, I'll have to stay on in this flat.
Looks like it.
And I hate it.
I know. I must go. Poor St. Edith. What's to become of you?
Coroner's report on the matter of Alma Rattenbury. William Mayfield, labourer of this parish of Christchurch, stated that at about 8:30 p.m. on June the 4th, he was walking across a meadow through which ran a stream. On the bank of the stream, he saw a lady sitting and writing. He crossed the stream by the bridge and went down the bank the other side. As he did so, he looked towards her and saw the lady standing, a knife in her hand. He ran back towards her, but before he could reach her, she had stabbed herself in the body 5 or 6 times, 3 of the wounds penetrating the heart. When he reached her, she was dead, her head in 1 foot of water. Here's one of the documents found beside the body. It begins, "I want to make it perfectly clear that
no one is responsible for my action. I made up my mind during the trial that if George was sentenced to death, I would not survive him. This is a lovely world we're in. If only we'd let ourselves see it. God bless my children and look after them."
In this context, I might mention as an unhappy chance that had Mrs. Rattenbury lived only a few more days, she would have heard of the reprieve accorded to George Wood by the Home Secretary.
But I gave you life! I gave you life.
And, might I say, at some considerable cost to my own. Really, there's no justice?
In Cause Celebre, by Terence Rattigan, were Anne-Marie Duff, Niamh Cusack, and Tristan Shepherd, Lucy Robinson, Simon Chandler, Freddie Fox, and Tristram Wymark, Jenny Galloway, Tommy McDonnell, Timothy Carlton, Oliver Coopersmith, and Rory Fleck-Byrne, Lucy Black, Nicholas Jones, Richard Teverson, Patrick Godfrey, Richard Clifford, Sarah Waddell, and Michael Webber. And you'll find a full character list available on the Radio 4 website. Casting director was Sarah Bird. Original music was by Adrian Johnston. It was directed by Thea Sharrock and produced by Polly Thomas for Spark Lab from the recent production by the Old Vic Theatre.